It is kind of sad. People with ADHD can be hostile and impatient, and the list goes on, and they want the world to revolve around them. Well, I'm playing my game called Air Force 1945, or 1945 Air Force. When I have too much on my plate, I'll just play a round of this and kind of ramp up my problem solving motivation. And if I get to finish a really difficult level like this one, then I'm ready to go out and start my first task. It just really helps level out my quote-unquote ADHD. You know, I don't admit to having it at all. I've never been diagnosed with it. I am in the military, so therefore I do not have it. But this is how a brain like mine works, where there's a million things coming at you at once. you have so many enemies, and then if you see that little lightning bolt that just keeps coming in the middle of the screen and messing everything up, that's just your random, people say throw a wrench in the engine or something. That's like family bringing you down, or spouse bringing you down, or kids just out of nowhere. You're having such momentum on a day, you're trying to focus, the whole world is against you. And it's not the whole world is against you, so you have so much to do, so much coming in quickly because you bit off more than you could chew maybe. And then all of a sudden, like, your kid has to come, you have to pick up your kid. They have an emergency at the school or something, or you run out of gas, or random things. It's just like, come on, I'm already tackling the whole world here. But this game really reminds me of it. At this level, I was like threading the needle on this one, and I just kind of went all out. And it's fast forwarded a little bit just to show how it feels to play it. But I thought it was a good illustration of how much I have to tackle between the military, running my own high-rise business, and being mom, dad, cook, cleaner, and everything in my own house. Cook, cleaner, provider, trainer, taxi cab, bringing kids to doctor's appointments, dental appointments. And that's just like the part of everything I have to do every day. Those are just the tasks. That's not the in-between long talks I have to have with kids, or long listens. It's more what it is. And but anyway, I thought this would be a good illustration of that. So what I'm going to say now, as I get to the boss here, is if you know somebody who doesn't understand ADHD, or if you know somebody who has it, you have to understand that the whole world has to revolve around them. This is what their life looks like all day long, especially if they're a business owner. This is what they want their life to look like if they're an employee. They need to be busy. They want to be doing 5 things at once. And if you try to have them focus on one thing, you got to somehow set them free of that. Right here, I just let it go in super fast forward motion just to finish up. Then I'll do it back in normal motion. You have to understand that if you're dealing with someone with ADHD, the world revolves around them. Children, adults, it doesn't matter. If you have ADHD and you're running your own business, text me 858-231-9846, and let's get on a thread, ADHD thread here. Let me help you. I'll sit here and listen to you. You could throw me 50 different things at once. I'll write them down, and then eventually you got to listen. You got to clear your brain for a second, and you got to listen to how to solve one at a time, because you can't be solving this many things at once, or your plane's going to explode. You know what I'm saying? So people like us don't like to be judged for all the different lifestyles we have, the different things we do. Maybe we run a business and in the military, and we do some high-rise work ourselves. The rest of the world is more structured, like the military. They like to be told exactly what to do. They want to be told how to dress, how to step, and that is most of the world. If you have a brain that's kind of like an ADD brain, you have to structure it, and you got to jump in and out of each of your lives, okay? But you have to know how to structure your lives. You have to know how to make each of your lives clean. Like a little window washing company on the weekend, you got to limit your services. You got to limit what you offer people as a service, which is limitation of services. You have to limit the types of windows you clean. You have to limit how much you clean them. Okay, you have to know how to get fresh water, like these things right here. And on the holidays, you just got to have some fun with the elf. Click like, subscribe. Text me 858-231-9846.